Have you ever wondered if the future has already been written? For centuries, people have turned to the prophecies of Nostradamus, a 16th century French astrologer and physician searching for answers. His cryptic verses, known as quatrains, have been interpreted as predictions for everything from world wars to natural disasters. Today, we're diving deep into one of his more chilling prophecies. Century 1, Quatrain 90. Let's unravel this mystery together and see what it might mean for our world. The original Old French from 1568 reads, Bordeaux, Poitiers au sein de la Campagne. A grande classe ira jusqu'à Langon, contre Galway sera leur tramontaine, con monstre hideous nastra piars de Orgon. Now, unless you're a scholar of 16th century French, that probably sounds like a bit of a jumble. So let's break it down into modern English to get a clearer picture of what Nostradamus was trying to tell us. The translation is, Bordeaux Poitiers at the sound of the campaign bell. With great force will go as far as the Angoumois. Against the Gauls will be their north wind. When a hideous monster is born near Orgon. This sounds pretty intense, right? It's like the opening scene of an epic historical movie. You can almost hear the church bells ringing, not for a wedding, but as a call to arms, a signal that war is coming. Let's dissect the first two lines. Bordeaux Poitiers at the sound of the campaign bell with great force will go as far as the Angoumois. These are all real places in France. Bordeaux and Poitiers are major cities, and Angoumois is the region around the city of Angoulême. So the prophecy begins with a massive military mobilization. It suggests a huge army, a grande classe, gathering in the southwest of France and marching northward. The imagery is powerful. The bells tolling, a nation on the move, marching towards an unseen conflict. This isn't a minor skirmish, it's a call for a massive campaign. Now for the second half, which gets even more ominous. Against the Gauls will be their tramontaine. When a hideous monster is born near Orgon. Gauls is an ancient term for the people of France. The tramontaine is a classical name for a fierce, cold north wind that blows down from the mountains. In a prophetic context, a north wind almost always symbolizes an invasion from a northern power. So, while France is mobilizing its own forces, it's simultaneously being attacked from the north by a powerful foreign enemy. It's a classic pincer movement scenario, where the nation is caught between its own military campaign and an external threat. But the final line is perhaps the most terrifying and mysterious part of the entire quatrain. When a hideous monster is born near Orgon. Orgon is a small town in the south of France, not far from where Nostradamus himself lived. What could this hideous monster be? The interpretations are fascinating. Some believe it's a literal monstrous birth, a deformed creature seen as a terrible omen, a sign from the heavens that disaster is imminent. In the 16th century, such an event would have caused widespread panic, seen as proof of divine wrath. Others suggest a more metaphorical meaning. Could the monster be a new, destructive technology of war never seen before? A weapon so terrible it's described as monstrous? Or perhaps it refers to the rise of a tyrannical leader, a political monster whose birth or rise to power coincides with this great conflict, born symbolically or literally near Orgon. This figure would be so cruel and destructive that monster is the only fitting description. So what does it all mean when we put it together? The prophecy paints a picture of France in a state of total war. An internal mobilization is met with a massive external invasion from the north. And all of this is accompanied by a terrifying omen, a hideous monster appearing in the south. It's a perfect storm of military conflict and supernatural dread. Has this happened already? Some historians might point to various conflicts in French history, trying to fit the pieces together. Others believe this prophecy is yet to be fulfilled, a warning for a future time of unprecedented turmoil. What do you think? Is this a relic of the past, a fascinating glimpse into 16th century fears? Or is it a warning that still holds weight today? Could the monster be a metaphor for something we are yet to face in our modern world? Let me know your theories in the comments below. It's a puzzle that has captivated people for nearly 500 years, and it continues to make us question what we know about the past, present, and future. Thanks for joining me on this journey into the world of Nostradamus. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more explorations into history's greatest mysteries.